Good evening, everyone. I am West Ham Alex, and tonight we are celebrating a well-deserved win. Okay, maybe it wasn't well-deserved, maybe we did get a little bit lucky. Nevertheless, we are celebrating a win. We got 3 points, and it was exactly what we needed. It really was. Wolves 1, West Ham United 2. Now, before we go into that, I just want to say hello and welcome to all my new subscribers. Absolutely amazing that you have all joined. Over 200 of you now, which is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you're watching this for the first time and you like this video and you're a West Ham fan, please hit that subscribe button as well. And sorry I messed that up a little bit. Anyway, we are going to be talking about West Ham United today and their win over Wolves. Now, did we get lucky? Maybe a touch. Just a touch. Because that first half performance was poor, wasn't it? It definitely was poor. Not the best performance we have put in the first half this season. Wasn't the worst. I mean, it was up there, but it definitely wasn't the worst. But yeah, we definitely could have done a lot better. And it is a performance we have seen quite a few times this season. Very lackluster, lack of energy, lack of passion. Very slow on the ball, very easily dispossessed. It's just very, very, very frustrating to watch. Very frustrating to watch. And yeah, as I say, it's not the first time that we have seen that performance from West Ham United this season. But we go in at half time, we're only 1-0 down. I did feel like we were lucky to only be 1-0 down. They got a penalty, which, Emerson, I felt, was unlucky. He went for the ball, he just missed it, in my opinion. He just missed it. It was a penalty. They scored it, and they went up. They were 1-0 up in the first half, which was fully deserved. They were the better team. They were much more on it. They were on us as soon as we had the ball. We just couldn't keep it. And, part of that is because we were not performing, but part of that was also because Wolves were putting in a very good performance as well. Now, why was that first half performance so poor? Why? I mean, you can look at the game that we got against Bayer Leverkusen this Thursday and think, well, maybe their mind is on that game a little bit. They don't want to get injured, they don't want to overexert themselves, but then that doesn't really explain the second half performance. You've also got to take into account that a lot of these players did play 90 minutes against Tottenham on Tuesday, so maybe there was a little bit of fatigue. We don't know, but regardless of that, we do still expect more from those West Ham United players, and that first half performance was just simply not good enough. And at half time, I did a little bit of a video explaining my feelings at half time, which you can watch now. Half time, Wolves 1, West Ham United 0. That wasn't the worst first half display that we've seen from West Ham United this season, but it's definitely up there. Definitely up there. It does feel like that this is a team that has got one eye on the game on Thursday. We're just second best to everything. We've seen many performances like this season where we are just not energetic enough. We are not closing down quick enough. We're not quick enough on the ball. We're getting dispossessed too easily. It's just a little bit of a lackluster performance. And I do feel like that team there has definitely got one eye on the game on Thursday. It could also be a symptom of the fact that they had to play 90 minutes on Tuesday. We're not really able to rest anyone, which is not fantastic. But I feel like this is going to be one of those performances where in the second half, we do start to come into the game a little bit more. We start to improve. And probably in the last 15-20 minutes, we do start playing some football. Because we've seen that a lot this season. So, I don't know. We're going to see how it goes in the second half. But yeah, that first half performance was very poor. Very, very poor indeed. No player has been brilliant. The penalty was a penalty. Emerson, late challenge. He was unlucky. I mean, he was this close from getting this close to getting the ball, but obviously he didn't. And it was put away nice. But I don't think Wolves have been brilliant going forward. I mean, they've been really good in the middle of the pitch, but they haven't really created many chances. So yeah, we can cause them some problems if we up our game in the second half. We definitely can. So hopefully it is a much better second half performance. Second half was much improved. Much improved. Antonio came on for Soucek. You had Johnson come on for Sofel. And instantly the performance was a lot better. Then we had something very, very worrying happen. Jared Bowen went down, and he did land very, very awkwardly on his hip he was in a lot of pain. He tried to play on, but he couldn't, and he did end up going off, and Creswell came on, which we did think was a little bit of a strange decision at the time. But I have a theory on that. Anyway, Bowen going off was a worry, of course. We do not know the extent of that injury at the moment, but David Moyes has come out and said that he's hopeful that he's going to be okay. But they're going to have to assess him over the next couple of days and see how he does. So hopefully it's not too serious, it's a little bit of bruising, just very painful. And with a little bit of rest, some ice packs, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. That's the hope, because I don't even want to start to imagine going into that Bayer Leverkusen game without Jarrod Bowen. We are capable, but he is still one of our best players. He's been absolutely brilliant this season, so you want him available. You really do. So, yeah, we are just going to have to wait and see how he is. Anyway, Creswell came on. He went left back. Emerson went further forward. He started playing on that left-hand side of that attack. Now, in the first half, we were switching those front three around a lot. It started off with Bowen up top, Paquetá on the left, Kudus on the right. Then we switched it around a little bit. We put Kudus in the middle, Bowen on the right, Paquetá on the left. And then after they scored the penalty, we put Paquetá up front and had Kudus on the left and Bowen on the right. So we were kind of like switching it around a fair bit. And then in the second half, when Antonio came on, it allowed us to play, that way that we like. We started off with Bowen on the right and Kudus on the left and Paquetá in the middle. But obviously when Bowen came off, Kudus then moved over to the right and Emerson was on the left. And, we were playing some really good football. We were a much better team, much more on it, much more energy in the team, and we were creating chances. Emerson, I felt, was unlucky again. He got unlucky a couple of times in this game. I really do feel like he did. And yeah, he got unlucky that his goal was disallowed. I don't think he touched him. I don't think it was a foul. I think it should have stood. But it didn't. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter now. I mean, if the result was different, then maybe I would feel differently. But yeah, I did not think that was a foul, personally. I thought we went down a little bit too easily, and he barely touched him. So he was unlucky not to get a goal. But, it was disallowed. But not long after, we got a penalty. Max Gilman handled the ball, stonewall penalty, and Paquetá neatly put it away, making it 1-1. And yeah, we continue pushing forward, but that James Ward-Prowse from a corner, I mean, it's just beautiful to watch, isn't it? Now, on the 12th minute, the commentator said James Ward-Prowse hadn't scored from a free kick in 15 months. Now, when they said that, I thought, right, is this going to be the commentator's curse, but in reverse for us? Is he now going to go and score a free kick? It's not a free kick, but does that count? Does it count? I don't know. But no, it's great to see. Obviously, that put us 2-1 up, and yeah, it looked like we were going to play the game out. They added 10 minutes on at the end, which was mad. So you obviously do fear the worst. And then, like, in the 96th minute, I think it was, the worst happened. Corner came in. Kilman got his head onto it in the back of the net, and you thought, nah. I was looking in, I was thinking, nah, there's nothing to disallow that. That's going to stand. It's 2-2. Damn it. We've dropped another point here. But then VAR came in and saved us, which is very unusual. It never really happens, does it? And yeah, I felt we were lucky. The way I look at it is, if the roles were reversed, I would have been very, very annoyed if that had been disallowed for us. Because it's just so... Yeah, he's in an offside position. Yes, he is standing in front of Fabianski. But he's not really interfering with play. Like, Fabianski can see the ball. Even if he couldn't see the ball, he was never ever going to get to that header. Like, he wasn't going to save it. So yeah, I feel like we got very, very lucky. But it's a bad time, isn't it? It's a bad time we had one go our way. So do I really care? No, I don't, because yeah, it's a bad time that one went our way. Do I feel for Wolves a little bit? Yeah, because they've had quite a few go against them this season, and yeah, I'm sorry that it's happened against Wolves, because I felt like that they did deserve something from this game today, especially given their first half performance. They played very, very well, and at the end of the day, I felt like they scored a fair goal. But it got disallowed. We got lucky. We get 3 points. We move level 1 points with Manchester United in 6th. Newcastle won today, so they are just a point behind us. They're keeping the pressure on us. And if Manchester United lose tomorrow by more than 3 goals, we move into 6th. So, it's a good result for us. It's exactly what we needed. And it'll give us a little confidence boost going into that first leg against Bayer Leverkusen this Thursday. Now, let's do some player ratings. And it's very hard to do player ratings when you've got 2 different performances in the first and second half. Like in that first half, you look at the majority of the players and you just think, no, they were just useless. Absolutely useless. None of them deserved to be rated at all. Apart from maybe the defenders, I thought Zuma and Mavropanos had decent games throughout, and Fabianski did well in goal. So yeah, apart from that, I felt like everyone else left a lot to be desired, especially in that first half. Second half, definitely improved. Sofel and Souček were right choices to come off. They were not impacting the game at all. They were just off it. That was the right choice to make. Bringing Johnson on, good move, because he had a very, very good game in that second half. Bringing Antonio on so we could play a system that we like to play when attacking. Worked really well. I wasn't questioning the Creswell one, but as I say, he did go left back and Emerson did go forward. But I thought that Ings might come on when Bowen came off, but ultimately it worked out. Like, at the end of the day, we won the game. So all the substitutions worked. We've criticised Moyes for his substitutions in the past, so you need to give him praise when he gets them right, and I feel like he got the substitutions right today. So yeah, let's do some player ratings. Overall, Fabianski, I felt like he made a couple of good saves. Nothing you could do about the penalty, of course, and he did have one awkward moment where you kind of thought, oh, he's messed it up, but then handled it really well with some good footwork. So I'll let him off. So I'm going to give him a 7. I'm going to give Fabianski a 7. Moving on to the defence, so far in the first half, there's no even bother. That's a free performance. Johnson, who came on, I thought was very good down that wing, very good defensively. He gets a solid 7 from me. Zuma and Mavropanos, I'd give them both 8s because I do think that they put in some very, very good performances today. They were very calm, collective on the ball. They had good positioning. They were making challenges. They were good in the air, apart from that last corner. But we won't mention that because, it was an illegal goal, according to VAR. So, none of that counts. But yeah, apart from that, I felt like both Zuma and Mavropanos have played really well over the last few games. They're building a great partnership there, and it's really good to see. And Zuma looked comfortable on the ball today. There was a couple of times he had the ball, and he got out of some sticky situations with ease. So yeah, I felt like Zuma has put in some really solid performances over the last couple of games. So they're both getting 8s. Emerson on the left, I felt like he did get unlucky today not to get a goal and to give away a penalty. But he was just that second too late, or half a second too late to hit that ball. But apart from that, I thought he had a decent game. He didn't set the world alight. He did cause some problems on their left hand side. So I would say that he gets it's a 6.5. It's not quite a 7, but it's not as low as a 6. It's a 6.5 from me. Moving into the midfield now, Souček first half useless, free. Ward-Prowse though, what a game! I really do think that he was brilliant. First half, very much like everyone else, but that second half, his performance did very much improve. But even in the first half, he was doing what he always does, which is just runs. That man just not stop running. The energy, the fitness that man has is incredible. And yeah, I felt he's done really well. He had a couple of good chances, he played a couple of good balls, and of course he did score that corner. He did have a free kick that went close as well. I think he hit the wall actually, but he had a chance. So yeah, I think he got man of the match, and I would say that's fully deserved. So yeah, I would give him a 9. Paquetá was off his game. He did not seem right. First half, just not on it at all, just like everyone else. But second half, he did improve slightly. Yeah, he scored that penalty, which was a lovely finish, and he did make a couple of decent passes. But he was pretty anonymous for most of the game. Really, I felt like he could have done a lot more, and I do feel like that his mind especially is on the Bayer Leverkusen game on Thursday, and he will be a massive player for us. So if he's taking it easy after that illness he's had, I don't really have too much of an issue with it. If it cost us the win today, then I might have done, but I'll let him off. But he's only going to get 6 from me. Then moving into that attacking line, Bowen, I felt did well in that first half, and he did definitely improve in that second half in that little time he was on. He just gets a 6 though. Obviously he came off. He didn't really have a huge chance to impact the game. Kudus was okay. He was moved around a lot in that first half. As I say, he was on the left, he was centre, he was right. He was on the left at the beginning of the first half, settled on the right in the second half. That's when you really did see the best of him. And yeah, no, he did well. He was running. He did have one decent chance where I think Paquetá put a lovely ball through to him, and he just took a little bit too long to deal with it, to try and get off a shot, and which allowed Doherty to recover and make a last-ditch challenge. So he probably should have done a little bit better there, but you know, I feel like he had a decent performance. He's getting a 7. Which just leaves Antonio, and yeah, he came on, had a decent game, didn't really set the world alight, did cause him some problems. He's going to get a 6. So, end of the day, we get a nice 2-1 win. Exactly what we needed. Did we deserve it? No. But at the end of the day, doesn't matter. 3 points is 3 points. And it gives us a little bit of confidence going into the Bayer Leverkusen game on Thursday. So, thank you for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who has subscribed to my channel already. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's hope that Liverpool can get a very decent result over Manchester United tomorrow, so we can end the weekend in 6th position. And we've got Fulham next week, so hopefully we can get another 3 points there and really try and secure those European places for us, because you know it's going to be a difficult run into the end of the season, but I definitely feel that we are capable of getting those European spots this season. I will be back in a couple of days on here. Yeah. I'm not going to be posting on there too regular at the moment. It's probably going to be 2-3 videos a week until I get into, you know, the rhythm of it all. Next video will probably be the match preview for the Bayer Leverkusen game, which I will sort out in a couple of days. So again, thank you guys, really appreciate it. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Come on, you Irons.